Good evening, everybody. It is Monday night, my friends, and I am back and ready to jump back in to some coding here. Let me get the stream up here. There we go. Yeah, there we go. Excellent, excellent. Yeah, you're seeing myself here, but so I was testing something. Uh, I wanted to test that live link that we had found, where I wanted to see if it would automatically flip over. Both when you go live and when you go offline. Because I have a feeling it won't, so I have to kind of see if there's a way to like determine stuff from the page itself, which I think there might be. But I didn't realize this. This is an interesting side effect. I Before I go live on YouTube, I set up a event. And apparently when you schedule a live stream, the slash live URL will take you to the waiting room for that event, and not to your channel page. So I didn't realize that was the case. So I missed the being on the channel page to see if it would flip me over from the channel page to the waiting. I kind of doubt it does it, but I just wanted to see, because you never know. Like there's so much crap on that page. It could be launching missiles and we wouldn't know it probably. Yeah, it's that's an interesting use case I'll have to figure out, because I want to try to test, like, because I want to use that as sort of a automatic live indication that you've gone live on YouTube. Because I have to handle the case where you're only using this bot on YouTube and not on both YouTube and Twitch. Like if you're using it for both YouTube and Twitch, then you just ping Twitch's API for when you go live, and then just assume you're live on YouTube and go try, the live link on there to see if you are or not. But the opposite's not true. So I have to I'll have to dig into that a little bit here and there. But anyway, just doing the initial sort of testing on that. So I'm going to leave that tab up and running to see where it ends up. So, when we last left off on Saturday, we had a breakthrough. I can now get the YouTube chat to show up. Ooh, excuse me. To open up in a headless browser, and I can monitor when it all the responses coming back, the fetch responses, which is good. So now the next part of that is to see what responses, like capture a response that comes back, and it's a JSON blob. So I just have to then take that and we'll make an object out of it, and hopefully be able to see what we have access to when it comes to that, because I know there's several things that I think show up in chat. I don't know if subscribes don't show up, but the excuse me. pinned messages and stuff, and the purchase messages definitely do. So I imagine they all have some kind of JSON blob that comes down that denotes that. And if I can use some of that for that information, that'd be great. I'll still need to ping the API for subscriber counts, and like you can see if somebody has subscribed or something like that. So that's still going to be a weird one there, because I'll have to, because everything's just polling with them, with the YouTube API. So I just have to, like, when you're live, I guess poll, I don't know, once a minute or something like that, and try to see who's subscribed in the last minute. Because they don't have anything, as far as I can tell, they don't have anything that's like any kind of live feed or anything like that. You know what I mean? Like a live, like a callback mechanism or something. Like anything that you would expect from something that's supposed to be getting real-time events, right? They don't seem to have any kind of real-time stuff going on there. Could be wrong. It's also something I can look at on, since we'll have the chat window open, perhaps there is something that fires off on the chat page in the background and you just don't see it. That's always a possibility as well. So if there's anything I can pull out of the YouTube API without using API credits, I'm going to jump all over that, basically, right? Because that's just fantastic if we can do it. And I have a feeling there might be something there, because if I'm not mistaken, Social Stream, which is another bot out there, if I'm not mistaken, Social Stream does very little with the actual APIs, and they do everything through like screen scraping and stuff. And I don't recall offhand if they track YouTube, you know, people subscribing on YouTube or not. But I suspect they do. So maybe that's so maybe there's something there. I guess there's only one way to find out, and that's to just kind of test some scenarios out to see what goes about. So that said, we got a couple of things to think about as we're going here. I mean, right now we're just going to focus on chat. And once I get the chat to a point where I feel like it's good enough, well, not good enough. Once I get to the chat to a point where it's just plain working, like the basics are working of it, then I want to pull in the Twitch API and do the chat from that as well, and get both of those things to just like the most basic level, and then I can kind of expand upon it as we're going. Because again, I'm just right now I'm in like fundamentals mode where I just want to prove to myself that everything is that this is actually going to work at the end of the day. That's the hard part right now, because there's still a lot of doubt in my mind that I'm going to be able to actually pull this whole thing off, right? Like, it's very possible that we're going to hit some kind of wall that's a deal breaker, and I want to make sure that I'm trying to clear off anything that could be potentially a deal breaker, before I then go back and do a polish pass and start putting actual features on top of it and things like that. Not that these aren't actual features, but you know what I mean, like putting additional stuff over on it that I would want, and then, you know, maybe getting this to a point where you know, I can run this bot myself for a little while. You know, because I only need very basic things. But if I can run the bot myself and test it out and see that things are working properly and the way that I would expect them to, then that's a good thing, because then we can just kind of expand upon the functionality there. And that'll be all good things if we can do that. So that's really the issue. That's also why I haven't like taken any time to really go and flesh out the feature list on the project, because I really need. I'm just really focused on like the foundational stuff right now. We're still building a foundation. We're not. We're nowhere near something worthy of being released. So that's kind of where I'm at right now. What else? All right, so we want to look at. So I've got the chat route interceptor here for the YouTube stuff. We've got the body coming back, and I'm able to successfully log it. So I need, first of all, I need to change the ID so we can test this properly. So let me grab that right now. If I can. So that's good. And I'll pop that in here. So yeah, let's where are we at here? Let's do project clean build. Okay, and clean the work directory, do a clean deployment, and start the server. All right. So over here, yeah. See, that's weird. This does this, and it's just very weird. That sometimes it's just like, no, I'm not going to deploy anything. And it definitely built there. It was just like, no, I'm just not in the mood to deploy something right now. There we go. We had some actual startup stuff happen there. Okay. So, where are we at? Start the browser tests, and then while that is going, I'll come over to the other screen here and I'll send a tests message so you can see what that looks like. All right, so here's a test message. So we'll copy this. Do I have oxygen on here? I thought I had oxygen accumulator on here. I guess I do not. I thought I had it on here. Although, to be fair, I guess... I mean, this is not XML. Is there, like, a decent JSON preprint? Deadroit JSON viewer? That looks like an online one. JLess. Command line JSON viewer. Can I get like a GUI one? No. 12 years ago. I know Sublime Text has it, but JSON viewer GUI is what I want. JQ. Whenever I can on a command line. I mean, is it so hard to just have like a GUI based one? I mean, that is the ugliest view of it you could possibly get. Okay. I mean, yeah, there's web-based ones, but like, can I just get one that's JSON viewer tool, it's Chrome extension. All right, well, let's see. Let's see. JSON viewer. Follow best practices for Chrome extensions. This is why I don't bother with Chrome extensions anymore, because Chrome is slashing and burning their extension stuff. JSON handle. They're all effing extensions. Like, does nobody make like actual GUI stuff anymore? I mean, command line stuff is the used to do that when you were just too lazy to bother with anything. It's like everybody's taking the lazy route now. crazy. Currently visible lines of a whole document. Extension. Ugh. Notepad++. I mean, ugh. Sure, I guess. I wonder if there's one for Obsidian here. No, I don't feel like downloading that right now. Do they have? See, the problem with Obsidian is that trying to navigate things are just kind of weird. Like, I'm trying to find the menu, and I have no idea where it's at. Oh. You know what? Here we go. Oh, all right. That was a mistake. Try and make that do anything. Let me see something here. Obsidian. JSON canvas. JSON editor. I thought it was part of the whole thing, though. Did they just bring this off onto its own thing? XML editor. Looks like it's its own thing now. I swore that the XML editor itself could do. It's got JSON tools. Is XML author plus XML developer. They don't specifically say it, but I was almost certain that they allow, like, if you paste into it, it would do it. Let me see something here. Type download install all platforms. Install license server. Wayland as the X server. Action installer run may fail. That's for select the root user. Access the X server. Okay. It's not supported. Let's just see if this this does it here. I think I have a. I don't know. Well, we'll see. I know I have a license for it. I know I have a license for it. It's the same thing I use at work though, so I don't know if it's gonna like it or not. But let me see here. Where I'm at here. Okay. That download to okay. Downloads. All right. Go. And where are we at? Okay. Sure, I can go there. Finish. Let me hide this for a second. Okay. All right. Let's see if this will let me. What I want to do. Yeah, here we go. Okay, and how do you close one? I put a thing on Control Shift W. Shift W. There we go. Copy this again, even though I know I can find it on the clipboard, but I don't want to do that right now. Format and indent. Here we go. Yeah, see, it does a decent job. I thought it did. I'm surprised that no one else has jumped on this. Okay. Response. Get live chat. Feedback. Guide help. Continuation events. Live chat continuation. A lot of this I can obviously ignore. Live chat text message renderer. So author name, author photo, thumbnails. Okay. Author badges.
Whoopsie.
Where's the actual texts? Oh, here it is. Message. I don't know what runs. Message runs and then text. Things just kind of buried in here. Add chat item action. So there's like an actions section. So I guess like if you deleted a chat message or something, that would be like a delete chat item action or something like that probably. They're probably just giving commands in here, that kind of thing. Continuations, continuation contents. So we have a response context, continuation contents. All right, let's see if we can model the pieces of this that we care about, and it's well-formed JSON, so that's always a positive. Be surprised because I tried to work with the Steam API once, and the JSON it gives you is anything but well-formed. Let's see. So, all right, where are we starting here? Let's go. Get service. Service YouTube, right? I think. I think I'm gonna have a new package. New package, but I'm going to call it, for back end, we'll do integration YouTube. Chat. Do I have that in the config here? Not that one. Back end. Component scanned. Back end. Yeah, I should standardize that. Integration, say back end. Integration. Yeah. So everything stays, all the component scans and stuff happen correctly as we need them. Alright, so we'll do class, and I'll say chat event. Make it serializable just for the sake of argument. All right, so this is going to be a, wait, it's been a while since I've done JSON stuff. So I think it's at JSON. I have to do, well, I have to tell Jackson to ignore either suppress serialization of properties or ignore processing JSON properties read. Yeah, this is what I want. JSON ignore properties, ignore unknown. True. Because I'm not going to map every goddamn thing in that in that JSON blob, because that would be insanity personified. Ooh, excuse me. What are we looking at here? So we get response contexts, which I'm not going to map because I don't think I need anything from here right now. But what I'll do is I'll say spots, what is it? Might as well just make life a little bit easier here. All right, and then we've got continuation contents, which is a object. Okay, so we'll make that object here. Class. Continuation contents. Did I spell that right? I should just copy paste so make sure I get the spelling correctly, because it's going to be a hell if I misspell something and it's not mapping because of that, because they're not afraid here of having things that are just crazy wording. I've checked continuation. Are all these part of this? Damn straight they are. Okay. Describe the GCM topics. Topic. So there's like there's the topic ID and stuff too, which is interesting. So they do have, this is what kills me, like it does look like they have a pub sub queue somewhere in there, but then they don't do it right. They just keep polling for it. It's very strange. Very, very strange. That's in here after I make this happy. Now I gotta put a JSON ignore on this one too. All right, I'll make a new class. Live chat continuation. Alright, and then this has a couple things under it. Continuations, which I think we're going to ignore for right now. Oops. And then actions. All of this is under, so actions is an array of objects, because of course it is. Yeah, I like that Oxygen puts like a little comment at the end to be like, this is the end of this thing, so it's a lot easier to see it. Okay, so an array of objects, eh? Alright, I guess. I guess it doesn't matter. Live chat message renderer. I think the only when it goes to deserialize this. This is going to be the weird thing. If I did an array of objects, Jackson wouldn't know what object to create. Because it would need additional information to know what class to build there. The same thing is true if I did like an interface or something. So I would need to how could I handle that? I guess there's no... I mean, if I want it to be an object, and I kind of do want it to be an object, then there's no real easy way that I can do that, right? I just kind of have to make some assumptions. I could use the fact that it's a string. See, here's the other thing, is that all their keys are strings. And I don't know if Jackson's gonna like that. It might be okay with it, it might not be okay with it. I'm not entirely sure. Like, you can tell that that this was intended for JavaScript, because JavaScript just takes it as is, and everything just becomes a hash map essentially. There's nothing that says I couldn't just make it a hash map. Except it would be a hash map of hash maps, which just gets kind of ugly. Actually gets very ugly if you do that. I wonder if there's a way. I wonder if there's a way to sort of navigate the JSON blob itself. Like, there was, back in the day, we had like XML pull parsers that would just, you could just parse the XML as it comes in. I wonder if there's like some kind of equivalent for JSON. Because that might be the cleanest way. I mean, clean being a very dubious word here, but that would probably be the cleanest way for me to just take this whole thing in and then just go path my way through it, like, you know, kind of sort of XPath, but not XPath, obviously. That's for XML, but like kind of just run right through the whole blob and just pull out the crap that I care about and forget about the rest. I wonder if that's a thing. I've never like thought about it. JSON full parser. Java. Java provides a built-in JSON pull parser through JavaX JSON stream package. Well, you want to bet that that doesn't exist anymore because the JavaX stuff. But look at that. I've never even heard of it. So, JSON is the best library for parsing JSON into Pojo painlessly. I could try JSON. I've never actually tried it. I've always used Jackson because Jackson's just, it just works. But if JSON gives me a way to take an unknown JSON blob and turn it into something that I can navigate. How long ago was this? 14 years ago. Jackson, Google JSON. G from JSON person. Yeah, but see, that's, you know the class ahead of time. I mean, if you know the class ahead of time, you might as well just use Jackson because it does the same damn thing. What if you don't know the class ahead of time? Or, for that matter, you don't really care. You just want to navigate.
Merry Christmas, you filthy animal.
JSON parser. I also wonder if JSON objects. Parse from string object and stream. I mean, that's pretty straightforward if this thing even still exists. Is updated. It's updated as of 3 years ago. Oh, unmaintained. Okay. No thanks. I don't want something unmaintained. I know I'm not pushing, you know, the bleeding edge here, but I don't want something that's just unmaintained that is going to bite me in the ass later on. Java JSON API. I mean, I could do that. I wonder if Jackson. Non-Pojo. Jackson without Pojos. Jackson has a JSON node class. If you don't want to do anything with that, you can just return a string and define JSON node class. Okay. Even let me go to their homepage. Mr. XML Jackson. So actively developed versions. Data bind. Implements data binding and object serialization support on streaming package. Okay. Data bind docs. JSON node feature. What is this? That's not helping me. That's not helping me at all. Features, annotations. Writing JSON deserialize. Explicit deserializer to use. Explicit types to use with. As key as content as. Just meaning. Yeah, I mean, they're assuming you're going to bring it into an object, which is the most likely case, but what if you don't? What if you don't? Tree model for Jackson data processor. Delete modules. JSON P. Data type. Data format. Schema. Code generation replace use of reflection for field access. Mr. Bean. Simpler, smaller. Okay. Annotations. Serialization. Off GitHub documentation. Here we go. No, they don't really. Yeah. That's the one problem with Jackson, is they've never seriously taken into account documenting what they do. Like, they rely heavily on other people to tutorialize for them, and they don't really. And then they just assume you're going to look through Java docs, which, where are the Java docs? Okay. Data bind. Oh, here we go. 2x Java documentation. Data bind. Here we go. So JSON node. DOM nodes. Most accessors are included in base class. you know, traverse first, relatively efficient conversation. Okay. I wonder, let's see if Copilot has a brilliant moment here. Can I use the Jackson library to read a JSON blob to read and traverse a JSON structure without the need to create POJOs. POJO objects. Okay, read tree. I guess we can see if that exists. Get. That would certainly make my life a little bit easier than trying to model their whole tree of objects of arrays of objects. Okay. Well, it's worth the try. It's worth a try instead of doing all this nonsense here. What I want to do, let's delete those. And I'll delete this too, and then let me see if I can. So new class, and we'll call this I guess YouTube chat information. Or just YouTube chat, screw it. Serializable for the sake of argument, because it's just going to be a Pojo to hold things. So what do I need to hold here is the question. So I need the message text. All right, so we'll do private string message text, private string thumbnail URL, private string user chat username, or chatter username. All right. Anything else here that would be useful? Oh, the badges. Icon type owner. Label owner. I didn't really say that. Oh, they call it author name. I should just call it author name. And author thumbnail. Yeah, just to stay, just so I know if I ever look back at this again, what's going on. And then they got timestamp there as well, and an ID. Timestamp ID. So let's do this. Author thumbnail URL. Author name. It's not their username. Private string. Author badge type and private string author badge label. ID timestamp. Private string ID. Private long timestamp there. I'm going to call it timestamp UTC because it looks like that's probably what it is. It says USEC, so I'm guessing that's number of seconds. Since the epoch, number of milliseconds, since the epoch, with UTC, probably. And then they probably just convert it. Milliseconds? Number of seconds since the epoch. Whatever. One of those. It's probably just a regular. I could probably just do a new date on it and it's probably just works. URL. I guess I can read the width height stuff on that. Looks like they have two of them there, but I think I'm only going to need the smaller of them. Private string author thumbnail width height. Why is that so loud? Jeez Louise. Some of these are just like freaking off the charts here. There's no normalization between music. Is there anything else I want to pick out of here? I mean, I guess I gotta do the action. So private string action type, so I know what's happening there. I suppose. Okay. Text grid. Oh, that's a weird. That's a weird layout. Okay. I don't hate it, but it's also very weird. All right, so that gets us that. So JSON node. Path required. Okay. All right, we'll keep this open. Let me do source, generate getters and setters. And make this a proper Pojo here. Okay. So I got that. So now interceptor. Also, is this still running too, right? Oh, it looks like it actually failed. I'm curious to see what it failed with. Quest timed out. Driver exception. So it was going for a while. No, was it? Browser thread running. Yeah, it was going for a while. 22:11:19. 22:11. That was only like 2 minutes ago that it failed. So it's been going this whole time without any issues. Then suddenly it hit something here. Hit a request timeout. Was timed out after 30 seconds. So something else timed out on the way that I might have to handle. One of the things I want to do as well is whenever there's an exception like this, I want to take a screenshot of the browser before it shuts down so I can see what the page looked like. It's interesting though. I wonder what else could be timing out. Looks like it's fetch.js. Lib server fetch.js. Timed out. I'll have to see if they have like a timeout specifier for that stuff. It was going for a while there. I mean, it needs to go for a lot longer, but it was going for a while. Without any issues. Yeah, it was going for a good long while here. Weird. Connections past max lifetime. That's something else too. But that's just the pool. That's the Akari pool. That's fine. That's a database connection pool, and that will time out connections and stuff. But then it'll regenerate them when I need them. So I'm not too concerned on that. It's interesting. Very, very interesting. Anyway, do I do it in the interceptor, or do I feel like I shouldn't do it in the interceptor. Because I think the interceptor needs to just grab the response, send it off, and keep doing what it's doing. Because I can, yeah, because it's like relatively tight timing, so I think it should just kind of do the minimal stuff, grab the body of the response, send it off to be processed, and then not worry about it. So I guess I would do, I can just fire off a event like I do for the other things, and then just listen for that event. Do that for the alerts, right? I've got events. That's the SSE emitter. Have it on the settings controller, right? So is my camera has like slid way over to the side here. Let me think. Yeah, just do publish events. Yeah, I think that would be the right way to do it. Alert event. So I'd do just, I think this is just a Pojo, right? Yeah. So over here, I can do new class, parse YouTube chat event. And then in here, the only thing I need is the actual JSON blob. So might as well shut the server down. It's not going to be needing it right now. So we'll go here and just say YouTube, whoops, parse YouTube chat event. Response text. Okay. Let's do that. And then tricky part here is I need I think I can where's this chat route interceptor at? Right there. I think we can just do at service on here. That'll make things a little bit easier. Move it application context. Right, and then all I gotta do, I gotta make sure that I whatchamacallit, in the chat browser, no, browser thread here. What is that? What is that path? Why do I have that path? That does not seem correct. Here it is. Java IO file. What's the how do I get the directory separator char for Java NIO file. I'd love to know why this hangs up like this all the time. If I do a new question, it's fine. Usually. File systems? Okay. Alright. Or I can just do, I guess, file.separator char. Could just do that, I suppose. Oh, that's the wrong one. Separator char. Microsoft Windows Systems is, yeah, here we go. Separator char. That's what I want. Okay. Sure. How do I go back to the? Yeah, let's grab this one back up again. Mapper read tree, you say? Okay. So I have that there. I guess I can just. I mean, I can pass the application context into here. I don't really want to. Because I need it for. I need it in order to send the event. I could. I think application context aware still works. I don't know if it's going to work in this case though. That's what I'm wondering here. Because you can do, well, you can't implement. Yes, you can. Application context aware. We should be notified of application context that it runs in. Implementing this interface makes sense. For example, when an object requires access to collaborating beans. The bean references is preferable just for bean lookup purposes. The object needs access to file resources once the publish an application event, or requires access to the message sort. It is preferable to implement the more specific resource Loader aware, application event publisher aware, or message source aware. Oh, okay. I'm fine with that. Okay, application. So technically I don't have to pass that resource loader in there. I could just say resource loader aware. Okay. Application event publisher aware. It's not gonna let me do this, is it? Oh. Okay. Okay. We're a little bit fancy now. Private application event publisher. Okay. Publisher. Publish event. Okay. Sure. I was just reading that Java doc there, but yeah. Okay. I mean, this is good. Speaking of, browser thread can implement resource loader aware. And I can get rid of that here. For if we need it. I mean, I'm not using it right now, but it would be nice to have it to set like send screenshots to somewhere that's not the temp folder. If I want to, but you know, anyway, that simplifies things a little bit here to where I don't need it in here. All. So that's good. All right, and then this guy just kind of gets in and gets out. He puts the body in there, sends an event. Boom. And then this guy will listen for that event. Now I gotta find how I did it for alerts. I think it's just an annotation. I think it's just event listener annotation, if I'm not mistaken. Backend service. Yeah, just event listener. And I just take that in. Okay. So this guy, or I didn't write it. I'm like, what am I missing? I didn't write the class yet. So new class, YouTube, chat event handler. Um, okay. The public. Void. Parse. Chat. Net. That's listener. Sync. Okay. Okay. So it'll come into here, and then this is where I can fool around with it. So we'll say object mapper equals new object mapper. So mapper dot read tree. Okay. Read tree. String content. So event dot get JSON string. JSON mapping exception. Okay. Try multi-catch. Oh, there's just one. Okay. Let's do. If it's static final logger factory logger YouTube chat event handler class. All right, get that in there. Logger, oops, logger error, unable to be unable. Yeah, I was spelled it right. I'm at that point where things don't look spelled right when they are. Unable to parse YouTube chat event with contents. Okay. Okay. So what does this return? Returns JSON node. Okay. Renode. All right. So what? Yeah, I guess this. Yeah, this is the root node. Root node. And it's just a bunch of gets after that. Okay. Okay. What do I have on here? Field names, find parent, find parents, find path. That's similar to find value, but that will return a missing node instead of null if no field is found. Missing node is a specific kind of node for which is missing node returns true, and all value access methods return empty or missing value. But that will return a missing node instead of a null. Okay. Find value. Method for find the first JSON object field with the specified name in this node or its child nodes and returning the value it has. If no matching fields found in this node or its descendants, returns null. Traversal is done in the document order. Here is if using JSON node elements. Value a specified field of an object node if this node is not an object or it does not have a value for specified field name, or if there's no field with such name, null is returned. If the property value has been explicitly set as null, a null node will be returned, not null. Okay. Well, I can do has, right? Checking whether this node is JSON object node and contains value for specified property. If this is the case, returns true, otherwise returns false. This is equivalent to node.get field name does not equal null. Okay. What else do we have on here? Is Pojo. Is short is value node. Required. Text value. Okay, so traverse. Okay. So if I do root node has so what are we looking at here? So the root node would be I guess the root node would be up here. And then I'd have to say if it has continuation contents. I guess. Let me just process that. Private, void, sys, continuation, contents. Just a node. See, the problem is if I pass this node around, it's going to I'm gonna probably change the path of things. I don't know. I don't know how this will work. I don't know if you can go back up the tree after you've gone back down the tree, but I guess we'll find out. Okay. If node has if chat continuation chat continuation equals node.get no, I'm going to declare just for sake of argument, I'm going to declare this file. On there. I've got chat continuation. Will let me do that. Oh yeah, okay, it's fine. Say if it has actions. If it has actions. Access chat actions. Node actions node. So say process chat. Oops. Process chat actions. Chat continuation dot get actions. Okay. At the actions node, what do I? So this is an array. I wonder how an array would work. Like if I just do get on that, will it actually understand that? Hmm. Hmm. Actions node. There's all key value pairs for object nodes. Empty iterator for other types. Field names. Fields. This container node must also return true. Do I have to do anything special to do it though? That's the question. Missing node that returns true for is missing node will be returned. This allows for convenient safe chain access via path calls. Okay. No, I see what it's... I think I see what that's doing. Properties... Serialize with type. With array, what does this do? But with defaults of overwrite mode, null and true. I don't know about that. I'm not sure what this does. With array. Property similar to with array. Basically shortcut to compile. Property name overwrite mode. It matches immediate property on object node and will either use an existing array node as the value of the property or create one if no value. It's not object node. It's not null node. Has or will have an array node as a value. I guess I just have to see if this just continues to work. I have a feeling it's not, but let's just see. Actions node has chat item action. I'm not sure about this, but we'll see. Add challenge action item. Because we're kind of digging in here, and I don't know if this is going to work the way I would hope it would work, but let's just run with it here. So actions node get this dot get item get chat text message renderer message runs text. It's like way down there. Get message runs and then text. Message node. Logger info. Chat message received. Message node. What was it? Let's get text. Message node dot. Oh, the container value. Text value. Yeah, I mean, obviously there's more to it than this, but I want to just test that I'm even in the right ballpark here. So I just say process continuation events root node. Yeah, let's just see if I'm even in the right neighborhood when it comes to this right now. So I'll just log it if I get a chat message if I see one. I should also no, I'm not gonna worry about that at the moment. I was gonna say I should also catch exception there, in case I get like a null pointer exception. But let's just roll with what we got for a moment. All right. Yeah, I think this. Let's clean build and see if this does anything. See if it does anything at all. That would be great. if it does. Okay. Start this up. Go and over here. Before I start that, let's kill the log. Start the test. Oh, it broke immediately. Cannot invoke publish event object because this dot publisher is null. Okay. Alright, well that's good that we tried it immediately. So let's stop that. I had a feeling it'd be like, well, this is not going to quite work the way you want it to. 'Cause you're not really asking, you're not asking, I'm not asking Spring for it. So Spring's not really aware of it, aware of the browser thread. So, let me think here. Well, the chat route interceptor. Could be a singleton. There's probably no reason why it couldn't be a singleton. So I could inject that. I think what's going to have to happen is I'm going to have to set that in here. Like I think, like I don't even think this is going to pull a resource loader. Just because Spring's just not aware of this being. You know what I mean? So I don't think that's even going to work. I had a feeling it just wasn't going to, because Spring just isn't aware that this even exists. So I think what we'll do here is we'll say private at route interceptor interceptor interceptor, and then here we'll just do interceptor. Like that stuff. So then chat route interceptor can just be a proper, well, it is a proper service right now. It's just I wasn't calling it that way. So that's fine. I can still keep it as an application event publisher aware. I could probably even, I mean, I could even probably auto wire that in there because it's a proper service, right? So, let me see. Let's just try auto wiring it instead of doing the interface. And we have that. So then in the service here, this is a proper service. So I could say private chat interceptor, chat route interceptor. Wire that up and we'll say routes interceptor there. Okay. We'll try this now. Okay. Do that and start. Okay. Should probably debug it, but whatever. We'll just do start for right now. Okay. Result to handle. Alright, so far so good, I guess. No result object given, no result to handle. I don't know why that's firing off. But anyway, oh, I guess because it's just listening for a result. Let's do another test here. No, I don't think it's... I think it's silently failing. Yeah, because the browser thread's running, but I think it's... No result object given. No result to handle. Yeah, I think it's... Let's stop that. Browser thread stopped. Okay. Let's debug here. Because I get the feeling either it's not being called or... Yeah, either it's not being called or it is and it's failing. Let's come over here. We'll put a breakpoint there. Because we know that this isn't firing off. So, breakpoint there. I'll put a breakpoint here and a breakpoint here. We'll see if any of these get hit. I have a feeling none of them are getting hit right now. Yeah, let's just see what we got here, because Could be just completely missing something too. Like maybe I have to implement some interface or whatever. Alright. Start the test. Oh, we've already hit a breakpoint. Oh, I still have this here. Got some old breakpoints around. Okay, so we got a parse chat event, right? Which I didn't have to do anything yet for that. No. Okay. Continuation contents. What is the does the thing look like? Event response context. Okay. Process continuation. Live chat continuation. None. Okay. That's good. Let's do another test here and see what happens. I know it just came back, but let's see. We'll run through that. It may not. Say it may not pick up on it because I don't think it's getting past the live chat continuation thing. Well, at least we know it's coming in here. So that's half the battle. Now I can put a breakpoint in there. Just let it run. Let's see if we ever get into here at all. I don't think we are. There's another test message. No. Ooh, okay. Sorry, I had like a little dizzy for a second. So it's not making it this far to live chat continuation. So it's making it to continuation contents. Did I do the right? It's actually not even seeing live chat continuation, right? Because it's not going into there. So so root node has continuation. Oh. I see what I did. I done been a goofball. I was passing the root node in instead of the root node.get continuation contents. That would help. Okay. So that should get me into here at least. So then I'll put a breakpoint. I'll leave the breakpoint just in process chat actions. Actually, I'll move it down to here. Well, let's just run it without debug for a second and see what comes out of it. of anything. All right. See what we got. Let's see what we got. No, I don't see anything. See anything yet, and I did do the test there, so okay. Okay. But I'm guessing we got a little bit further anyway. So let's go stop this here. Oh, what happened there? Oh, that's fine, because I stopped the server, right? Yeah, it was just unhappy that I stopped the server without stopping the browser. I shouldn't have any random things hanging around here, right? PS AUX Java. Never mind. Forget that happened. What am I doing? That helps. dbeaver and Eclipse. And Oxygen. Okay. Just wanted to make sure there wasn't a rogue thread running out there. Doesn't look like there is. That's good. Okay. All right, let's run this in debug mode. And I'll put a breakpoint here. And I'll put one in here, because this one I don't think, obviously, is probably not getting hit. Or maybe it is, and it's just not finding this whole string of nonsense. That's entirely possible too. Okay. So, got that. Okay, so far nothing. Yeah, it's not hitting the breakpoint. So it got to live chat continuation. Actions. It's saying I can't find actions. I put a breakpoint there. See, it hits that breakpoint. So, continuations. Oh, continuations is an array. I wonder if that's what's going on. So continuations, actions. Yeah, it's an array. So it's not seeing actions there, even though, because it's an array of things probably, right? Yeah. Okay. So we gotta handle arrays differently, which I was concerned about, but that's good. I mean, we know now that's gonna be different. Let me see something here. The how would I process array objects? Arrays of objects. Yeah, this like dialogue is it's just dead. It's like certain conversations just die and they never recover. Given the Jackson parsing code in the above class, how do I properly process JSON arrays of JSON objects? You can use isArray method to check if a node is array. If it is, you can iterate over the elements array using elements method, which returns iterator JSON node. Each element in an array is a JSON node, which can be processed as a JSON object. Actions node get add chat item actions node is array. Track the message field and log its value. It's not an array. If it's not an array, nothing do nothing. Yeah. Okay. Where's the called elements? Iterate over the elements of an array using the elements method. Which they then don't put in the actual code here. But I think this is iterable, so you don't actually need to call that, right? So live chat continuation. Let's see. Yeah, continuation. Wait, no, live chat continuation itself is not an array. Why is it? At least it isn't here. That's not an array, that's just an object. Why was it showing up as an array? Like, it should just be another property called actions, right? Because there's just a comma there. Continuations is an array, actions is an array, but that one's not. So why doesn't that find it? Oh. So I'm looking at the wrong damn thing. This is the problem. This is the problem with like traversing nodes and stuff like this, is that the code, I mean, I'm not creating 9,000 objects that I'm throwing away, but at the same time, like, it gets really annoying with how you're doing things. So chat continues to process chat actions. So this is the actions node. So now this one is probably going to fail because this is an actual array, right? So I'll have to do. So I'll have to iterate over it. Now this is this iterable? Might be. For, well, actually, I can just do. It's a stream thing anyway, right? So I can say actions node dot as, nope, dot stream. I thought they had stream things here. I guess not. All right. Or JSON node action item and item node and actions node dot elements. What is wrong here? Only iterate over an array or an instance of Java lang iterable. What is elements? Is it not Java lang iterable? Like what? Oh, it returns an iterator. Iterator JSON node. Okay. Elements dot. I do. There's 4 each remaining. Each remaining performs a given action for each remaining element until all elements have been processed or the action throws an exception. The order iteration is unspecified. The action modifies the question anyway. Unspecified action throws an exception. Okay. So I guess we'll just do actions node dot elements dot for each remaining action item node if action item node has that, then do that. Alright. I mean, we'll see. We'll see if this works. A little bit better. I mean, is it better? Maybe. I don't know. This is certainly shaping up to be a. Well, I mean, it could be uglier, I guess. I mean, it almost feels like I would have been maybe better off just creating an object graph and just saying parse this, but and just ignoring all the crap that I don't care about. But it does pollute my, like, at the end of the day, this is only going to generate one class, which is all I really care about. So the ugliness will bring something clean at the end of the path, but if they ever change crap or I need to add stuff to this, it's going to be fun times. And I mean that sarcastically. Let's do project clean here. And I'm going to skip the debug again because I like to just see if it'll just running through a debugger, especially with something like this. I always feel like I might get a false result because if I have a breakpoint that's been hit and then the message comes through while that breakpoint's hit, is it going to end up processing it? Did it already lose sight of it? You know what I mean? So it may seem odd to not always run in debug mode, but that's just kind of my thought process. I've had in the past issues where, you know, something didn't work in debug mode but worked in run mode, or vice versa. Something worked great in debug mode, but then you ran it normally and it didn't work. So that's why I kind of stick to run mode all the time. Especially when it comes to like multi-threading and stuff like that, because you can end up creating your own accidental, you know, race condition and stuff. Log. Start tests. Alright, let's do another test message here. Ooh, okay. Cannot invoke text value because message node is null. Okay. Well, we got somewhere. That was certainly a thing. Message node is null. Stop that test. The code here. We are digging pretty deep. So action item node. Add chat item action. So we got into here at least. So then we need to add. So actions were here, right? So then it's. Wait, are we there? We're at add chat item action. We're going get add chat item action. Then item. Live chat text message renderer. Get message. Get runs. Get text. Okay. It's saying that that's null. Which means theoretically I gotta do a has on all this. I wonder if there's a... I wonder if there's a way to do like a path. Like a multi-traversal thing. Action item node dot find path, similar to find value, but that will return a missing node instead of null if no field is found. Missing node is a specific kind of node. Find values. Method for finding JSON object fields with specified name, both immediate child values and descendants. Returning found ones as a list. Note that subtree search ends when matching field is found, so possible children result nodes are not included. If no matching fields are found in this node, or descendants returns an empty list. Maybe. That might be the way to go. Because I could just say find values and then text. Or at least find values message. Maybe lists JSON node message nodes list. Right, and let's skip all the bullshit in the middle. And then I could just say, let's do this. Private void process chat message. Final JSON node Chat message node. I'm making it worse for myself, but I don't know. It just, I feel like I'm way down in the bowels of stupid here, but you know, what can I say? So what? Chat message node. Say if message list that is empty, we want to say not. This is chat message, and then I want message nodes lists get 0. We'll just take the first one always. Just because. Just because. And I'll just, for sake of argument, let's do logger info no message nodes found. And this isn't like some hidden, there's not another. Oh, runs as an array, is that mother effer? Okay, maybe that's what was happening. So okay. Runs as an array, right? Yes. Okay, let's do screw it. Let's do find values texts. Okay, and then we'll just say for each JSON. Oh, let's get up to date here. Message nodes that for each. Okay, that might have been the other problem. Stop that for a second. Project clean. Start this back up and it's working there. And start the test. I get over to my chat window here. I can't find my cursor. Here it is. There we go. Chat message received. Test. Holy shit. Where's my cursor at? I can't find my cursor. Come on. Come on. Okay, you're over there. Got 3 computers it could be on. Here we go. There it is. There it is. Right there. That is a thing. Okay. That is definitely a thing. Let's stop the browser so I don't have any threads dangling around here. Okay. Okay. We have a little bit more experience now with the parsing and what works and what doesn't work, which is always a good thing. It's always good to know what is and isn't going to work for us. So this is good. So I can get chat messages now from YouTube. Obviously it's just the message, but you know, now I've got access to that. We have to parse the rest of the stuff that I care about in there. It seems like doing the find values is like, I should just be doing that. I mean, I know in the back of my head, I'm always worried that there's going to be like a huge performance hit for doing something like that because, you know, being old school, I remember how XML parsers were terrible when it came to performance. But in this case, we're dealing with a JSON blob that isn't particularly big. And at the same time, this is a separate thread running asynchronously. So I think we got some room to stretch a little bit. I think. We'll see. We'll see as like the biggest test there will be how will it handle like tons of chat messages coming in. But then again, YouTube, I've never really seen the YouTube chat, even on a popular streamer's chat, I've never seen the YouTube chat going at any kind of ridiculous clip. Because the YouTube chat window in and of itself is polling, so it's only going to go so fast as far as retrieving chat messages goes anyway. Like it's polling every 5 seconds anyway, so Now, maybe that polling interval changes depending on how many people are in the chat. I don't know. I would think it would have to, but even then, you know, I feel like we won't be dropping stuff on the floor, which is the most important thing. That's the thing that worries me the most, is that messages will come in and they'll just get dropped and we won't see them. I think we're a little bit protected from that. I think. I mean, everything just has to, you can test things as best as you want, but the real test is when it gets into users' hands, and then you find out all the stuff you never ever thought would be a problem becomes a problem. Okay. Well, this is good so far. So I'm going to commit what I've got, because I think it's okay. It's a start. Let's look at these in here. Initial parsing of YouTube chat via headless browser. Okay, that's good. All right, let's commit this. Get that out there. Very good. I think I have some more pull requests just from Dependabot, I think. Yeah. What was funny is I did all those pull requests and then Dependabot ran like 20 minutes after I ended my stream and had a whole bunch more. So we got Jackson version gets bumped. We're just using that. Hikari gets to 6.0. Hopefully that'll be fine. Faker we're not quite using yet. Playwright got a big bump. 141 to 147. Really? 147.0 3 weeks ago. Why did I bring down... Oh. Because they never updated this page. It still says 141 on there. Well, that would be why I brought that old-ass version down. Okay. So sure, we'll bump that up. And then JUnit, we're not quite using yet either. So we'll just get all these... done. Delete that, and Playwright will get updated. Cool. And Faker, get that in there. Very nice. Urge. Do that. And I'll bump Jackson up here. Good stuff. How about the main project? We have some in here too. Makito, Faker, check style. Okay. Yeah, all these are pretty mundane. Okay, and from merge, delete that. Faker, confirm, delete. And Makito. Oop, Dependabot's rebasing it. I wasn't fast enough. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, Dependabot any day now. Rebase would be nice any day now. There we go. Oh, it closed it. Superseded by 49. Oh. Oh, this is 45. Okay. Oh, it's actually kind of cool that Dependabot's like, oh, you know what? Never mind. You already did this in another commit here. Where's pull request? Wait. Oh, wait. Oh, it created a new pull request. Weird. Okay. So no, it actually like it closed that pull request out and it was like, no, I'll create a new one. I mean, that's also pretty cool that did that. I'm impressed. I'm impressed that it also linked the two together. It's like, hey, you know what? No, never mind. Go over here and do this one. That's pretty cool. All right. All right. So that takes care of that for today, for tonight. Yeah, it's time to wrap it up. Wrap it up. Let me pull those changes down so I don't forget them when we meet again on Friday night and or Saturday. It depends on how I feel on those. Let's pull that down. All right, my friends. That will do it for me for tonight. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching. And I hope everyone has an excellent morning, afternoon, or evening, depending on what it is for you. Hope to see you back here again in the future for some more stuff, whatever happens to suit your fancy. Until then, see you, bye.
Space!